Yo, what up y'all? My name is Tim. Welcome to my complete walkthrough of Volcano Manor and all of the bounty quests. If you enjoyed the video or learn anything new, which you will, please leave a like and subscribe to join the Room Temp Gaming family. It helps out tremendously and is so much appreciated. So while we were going up these stairs here behind us and killing the invader upstairs to get Ghiza's wheel, we are going to go over a couple things real quick about this video. You have two choices here. You can either skip this video and go to my next few videos if they are out already, which will be in the Lindell, the capital city, or you can just go along with this and have two boss spoilers in the story. The boss spoilers, I will tell you, are not very serious. It would be kind of expected from what you've seen already. However, if you're one to not have things spoiled for you early, then you can skip this video and come back after Lindell. The reason is because the bounties we are going to be doing from Tanith require you to invade someone up in the mountaintops of the Giants, which is past Lindell. So if you do not want to go that far, which all we're going to be doing is running there and teleporting right back. We're not going to pick up any items other than the items that the two bosses give us. And we're going to be continuing on in Volcano Manor. The run only takes a few minutes. It's not very difficult to get through. The two bosses are similar to what you fought already. They're not very challenging. But it is up to you to make that decision. And one of the other big reasons, I almost forgot, was also because if we defeat Rykard, which is the boss of this legacy dungeon, before we complete all the quests, which include the bounties, you can no longer complete them. So we're going to go ahead and just do all of this in one shot. And we are going to talk to Tanith. She is the consort here of Rykard and her pretty cool knight friend back there. And we are going to start her quest. She's going to want us to get some bounties for her. And the letters that we receive from her we can pick up in a room in which she'll give us a key for here in a second. So once you're done watching all that, watch it by yourself. Don't watch my skipped version of it on my video. You know, you want to hear what she says and get the full effect of the lore in the game. She's going to give us our drawing room key. And the first door we're going to open up down here through this hallway to the west is a door with a secret passage that you roll through. We're not going to go in there yet, though. We're just going to open the door. The second door we open is going to be a door where Araya appears later on in her quest line. And then the other door we're going to be opening is, here's the secret wall here, but we're going to head away from that for now. The door right in front of me is going to be where all of the NPCs start at. And they all but Araya stay there. And another thing I'm going to add here about the quest NPCs on my video is I accidentally killed Bernahl in Limgrave. If you remember him, he was at the merchant shack with the bell-bearing hunter. I killed him, so he's not going to be here. If he is here for you guys, I would Google, just do a quick Fextra Life wiki Google on him, and make sure that there's no unnecessary steps you have to make other than just speaking to him, because you know these quests are difficult to track. So once we're in the NPC room, we can pick up a Rakusan Finger, and then we can pick up our first bounty letter. And we're just going to check that out real quick. You can go ahead and go, you have to go all the way to the end of your inventory on the right. I'm not in the right section here. And you can read the letter. The letters are interesting. I mean, everything in this game that's lore-based is interesting, worth a read. So we can examine it hitting the X button on Xbox controllers. I think it's the square button on PlayStation. But you guys can read through that. And we're going to check and see where he's at. We're not going to do the bounty yet. we're still going to go through some of the manor first before we start these bounties. We want to do some of these quests, a very particular order that you have to do these in, and you can mess them up. So we're going to talk to Raya. She's going to say the same thing to us. We'll come back to her, and she's actually pretty interesting. Diallos, the main man, I'm going to be wearing his armor the moment I'm able to. So just be ready for that. His armor is awesome. And yeah, we get it. We get it. I'll say it. We get it. I'll spoil it for you. And we get his whips too. That doesn't mean we kill him, but it just means we get him. I'm not going to spoil none of that stuff, but... So we're just making sure we exhaust all of his dialogue. He always has quite a bit to say. And we're going to just pop this door open. If we can't. No, we can't. Alright. We're not going to. No, yeah, I got to open it from the outside. Now we're going to be heading back to the first door we opened here. And we're going to be going into the illusionary wall. And we're going to be hitting the inner walls of the castle. Just a little bit here to get done. We're going to grab a Nomadic Cookbook, a Summons, and the Bloodhound Claws. Alright, so now that we've dispatched of those snails, let's go on through here, kill some more snails. Some hanging up on the ceiling. Make sure you take them down before they jump on you. We're going to grab our Nomadic Cookbook here. There we go. And there is an illusionary war just to the left of that. And we have our summons. And we're not going to open this door up because it doesn't open. And we're going to head all the way back where we came from. This looks suspicious. Back in this room, we are going to take these stairs down, and this is where our Bloodhound Knight will be. And we're gonna steal his claws off of him. That Bloodhound Blade's got nothing on the Dynast Finesse, though. Tell you what. There's his claws. And we're going to keep venturing forward, and we are going to be heading to the Courtyard now. The Courtyard is going to take a little while to get to, depending on how you choose to approach this area. We're going to grab this Site of Grace real quick. And when we come out of here, you can either go left or right. We're going to go right first, and then we'll go left later. Much later, actually, because we don't need nothing from down there. Alright, so as we're going to the right, there's going to be some snake guys. You can go over the rooftops here. There's a few little items that are scattered throughout some runes and stuff. I am not going to show you all that in this video. My clips got a little choppy from where I was at because this is a confusing area for me. I'm bad with the topography of this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right here through the little village to get to our courtyard. If you want to mess with the rooftops, go ahead. There's a couple little items there, but I'm not going to deal with it. However, I will hop on one at the end of this alley here that has a somber on it. We don't want to miss that. But as we make our way through here, there are some dogs hidden to the right back there, and then there is a Abductor Virgin, one of the Iron Maidens. I think that's what they're referred to as. This one's a little, I feel like a little tougher than the other ones, but they let us summon here, so let's use our summon, make this easier. And he's eating my summon right now. It's cool. So once the Abductor Virgin is dead, we can continue through here. We're going to jump up on this rooftop here real quick though and get the Somber. Oh, it's not a Somber. Never mind. Grab my body here. There is a Somber though, I feel like. There it is. There's a loot beetle down here, guys. Go ahead and cast a spell at it and kill it. There's the Somber. Alright, now we're going to head back to the path we were on in the alley. I'm going to kill them dogs from up here, because why not? Oof. And you can kill these guys if you like. I'm just going to run through. There are guys throwing poison pots up top though, so be careful of them. And here is our courtyard. So there are 3 paths here. The first one we're going to take is to the left. And we're going to be hiking a little bit through this left area here. The Omenkiller dude, or the Omenkiller dude, is right past these gates. You can sneak up on him, so do so. Highly recommend. And we can grab his Cleaver, and the Erdtree Seal, and a Stonesword Key right in this area. So the Erdtree Seal is a pretty big deal too. It's a great seal. The Omenkiller Cleaver, I think, is alright. And of course we get a Stonesword Key. So. And you can get multiple of these great Omenkiller Cleavers if you just keep killing these guys. So it's kind of nice. Alright, there's some gold runes. And we're just going to scout the area real quick, make sure I don't forget nothing here. Pesky dogs. Those dogs are the worst dogs in the Soul series. Alright, we're looking for the Erdtree Seal. Now there it is. Back in this cave, or in this little jail cell to the northeast, east. And there it is for you. Alright, now we're going to go grab our Smoldering Shield and our Crimson Amber Medallion and the Stonesword Key. So we're not going to go out here quite yet. We're actually going to come back, and there's a little tunnel we can take. So I had to try and remember exactly where that was. I forgot there was a tunnel. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take that tunnel. And the tunnel is to the southeast of that little mini courtyard we killed the Omenkiller. And there's a dog here just chilling. And we're going to take a right. We're going to have to do some pretty hardcore parkour. You got to make this jump. If you don't, that's okay. Come back later. But we have a Stonesword Key down there that we're going to grab. Let's kill this guy first because he looked at us. Alright, so let's go make this jump. Gotta go all the way over to that other wooden platform there. So we're gonna back up a bit, get a running start. There we go. Right at the edge. If you miss it, that's okay. You can come back here at any time from that courtyard. So now that we're down here, we're gonna head over here. There's some jars all spewing around. The jars in the middle and the surroundings will explode. Except the guys that are right here. So go ahead and take care of these guys. They just burst open with blood everywhere. And then we're going to grab our shield, the Smoldering Shield. I've never actually gotten that shield. I've never been down here before, ever. This is my first time getting down here. Or remembering that I've been down here. I don't ever remember being down in this particular part of Volcano Manor. So now that we're trying to get out, we're going to follow that little route I just took up this little structure here. Hop on over. These guys can really fucking get you here. So I'd recommend just not running up into them like I did. Just take them out one by one. That was dumb of me. And we're back where we started, where we jumped to get the stone sword. And here is the mini courtyard. Yes, things are respawned for me because I died at some point and just ran through them. So yeah, I have stuff respawn, so I'm going to kill that all real quick. You guys probably don't. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into that stone sword fog gate at the courtyard. And we're going to grab our Crimson Amber medallion. Now, after the fog gate, there is a abductor version inside. It will not attack you until you grab the Crimson Amber medallion. I think that's what triggers it. I would assume so. So we're going to head up the stairs. Don't get scared. Kill some of these zombie dudes and grab our medallion. There we go. Now from up here you can just range the abductor version because they cannot walk upstairs. So go ahead and do that. Unless you're tough. Unless you're tough shit, man. Get up there and get them. So now we're going to be traveling a little ways over to another section where we're going to be fighting another Magma Wyrm. This guy only drops his heart. I think he puts a new spell, a new incantation in the Dragon Communions, but you guys will have to check on that. But before we get to him, we're going to go into this little building here. We're going to get an Albinauric Staff and the coveted Albinauric Mask. This mask is the shit. It is used in many different cosplays. Primarily the Ninja Turtle one. Love that. But it's such a funny mask. Such a funny helmet. So we're definitely going to grab those. And to get into this building, yes, we do have to go to the side here to get in. And there's a bunch of these little dudes sitting on shit, and they're, I don't know what these guys are. Disabled, bound for death, tortured. I have no idea, but sucks to be them. Put them out of their misery. I guess if you think about it, what we're really doing in this game is just putting everyone out of their misery. Nobody wants to live like this. These bosses don't want to live like this. So let's open up this main door that we couldn't get in earlier. As a bit of a shortcut. That heads out back to the courtyard. Oh, I forgot to pick up something. Alright, so now we're going to hit the side here. We're going to kill this snake dude. Real shittily. Oh, he fucking got me. Dude, I cannot hit shit with this. These guys are so hard to hit with a piercing weapon. With a rapier. Try it out. It's not fun. So we grabbed a smithing stone right there. It's like that meme. I can't think of what it would be called, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we can head over to the end of this building we were in. We're going to jump on down safely. Flame cleanse me. I don't know why I just thought of that. And look, there's another great omen dude. Another Omenkiller. And on this fucking death table, this guillotine table behind us right now is the Albinauric set. So let's take care of this guy. Get a pretty decent crit. Oh, my jump attack didn't work. It's alright. There's another cleaver. Let's get our set. Yeah, boys. Gonna rock in style now. Alright. Now to the Magma Wyrm. Well, this is a bit of a travel, so we're going to find this ladder in here. Hop up on top. Grab that rune. We're going to jump on over here back to where we were when we got into this little building originally. This is where all the disabled dudes were at, hanging up top. And we're going to travel on through here now. So we're going to go through the next door. We're going to head downstairs. Don't get grabbed by these guys. These guys are kind of frightening. They frighten me a little more than the spider hands, but yeah, I don't fuck with these guys at all. They're weird as shit. And these guys aren't even moving, so we're going to go ahead and just power up on them. If I can even hit them. Now we're going to make our way out, which I believe is back toward the stairs here. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to go back to the stairs. We're going to head north-ish. We're going to kill this guy. Yes, I died right there from this motherfucker that grabbed me. Yep, right there. He did it just like that too. I set myself for the same thing. Alright, now that that's done, we have a couple paths here. We're going to go outside to the west. Look at that guy over there. We're going to chuck some rocks at him. Because fuck him and his mom. Or his dad. Yeah, I don't know. So now this leads right back into where we were. And we're going to open up this big door. Take in the view, if you will. Not for too long though, because we don't touch grass too often. So let's go hit this site of grace. Yes, finally a site of grace, right? It's been a while since we've hit a site of grace. So now we're going to come back out the door we just opened. We're not going to take the scenery in. We're going to head down this ladder. And we are getting oh so closer to the Magma Wyrm, guys. So hold in there. We're going to be going across this lava, getting a couple items. Just follow my lead here, and then we'll be at the Magma Wyrm. Alright, now that we took that elevator down, the Magma Wyrm is right up here. Come pick this loot up, summon up if you like, and get to it. You guys know the deal here. Alright, now that that's over with, we got our Dragon Heart. And we're going to head back to our elevator. I think I said ladder earlier. We're going to head back to the elevator, take it up, and there's going to be another elevator next to this one. And we're going to use that one as well. And we're going to go get our Godskin Stitcher and our Noble Presence incantation. First, we got to kill this flame dude. Now, this area right here where this body is, we're going to be coming back here later and dropping down here for some, like one piece of loot. Some of you might want it though. It's not that bad of a weapon. So, but we're going to do that later, so we don't have to come all the way back over here. So let's kill this flame monk dude. Monk of the Flame. Man, that would be nice if that connected. Alright, we're going to head up, kill a Godskin Noble. The Godskin Stitcher is something I've been waiting to get so I could use the Bloody Healus that I'm using right now. Oh, before we do that, guys, grab this bridge. Open this bridge up. This is a huge shortcut in here. Huge shortcut. I was mentioning this earlier as we were coming out of that one chapel building. This is a huge shortcut if you ever need it. So we're going to head up here. Yeah, the Godskin Stitcher is a really good heavy thrusting weapon, just like the Bloody Healus. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be dueling these. And they're super fun to use, and the fact that you can Ash of War the... Yeah, I forgot I let that in there for you guys to see. So coming in here and summoning your Mimic isn't a good idea right away, because he'll just smack you in the face with some fire. So I'm going to do that again. Anyway, the Godskin Stitcher is awesome. Fucking love pairing it with the Bloody Healus. On my other, well, my main character, I have like 4 Bloody Healuses, but I have 2 of them that are maxed out, and they fucking demolish people. Tell you what. Alright, there we go, fellas. Alright. Now at this altar up here, you're going to get the Serpent's Amnion. That is a quest item. I have it listed there for some reason. I usually don't list quest items, but I guess I went ahead and did this time. So that is on there. We're going to grab the Missionary's Cookbook, Stonesword Key, Commoner's Headband. Decent little headpiece for some people, in the Man-Serpent Summon. There's nothing really too crazy in this section, but we got to go through it anyway. And we're going to go through it because we need everything. So now, guys, we are at the Temple of Eiglay. Make sure you grab that Site of Grace. This is going to be a main grace that we're going to be using quite often, especially if you're keen to dying, which it looks like I am. So let's take this elevator up, guys. It should be down already if this is your first time coming through here. And I'm going to take a quick lap around here just to check everything out. Can't remember if there's something over here. I feel like there's no, the elevator's outside. Nah, gold rune. There we go. Now we can go and head outside. This goes to the same balcony that the other doorway leads to, which was in front of the elevator that we took up. So both at the same area now. And this is going to start a little path up to the bigger temple or church. You don't need to kill these guys if you don't want. You can just run right by them. I'm going to. I'm not going to just kill them all. So you can run on up this path. You're going to get very familiar with this path if you want to farm the magma blades. Those things are super fun. I have 2 of them on my main as well. Love them. I did a whole playthrough on them. It's actually in the video description. It's in all of my video descriptions for the full story boss playthroughs. Really fun weapon. Really shitty drop rate. So let's head up here. We're now going north. We're going west, northwest-ish. And there's going to be an abductor version that hops out here. You can kill it if you want, or you can just go hop up in the window next to it. It will throw its sickles at you, however, through the walls. So do be careful, and it will persist. So I'm going to try and kill it here. I think it just kind of goes away, but give it a shot with some rocks. There he goes. Alright, so let's open up this door. And here is our first magma snake dude. Well, of course, we're going to get to him in a second as we take this ladder down. I'm not paying attention. Down here we just got a bunch of these little spell casting disabled dudes that really fucking suck. So we're going to take all them out. And in this jail cell over here is the Missionary's Cookbook. Scratch that off the list. And then we're going to head back up the ladder, take out this snake, and many more. Now you'll notice the snakes here on this particular path are the only ones that drop the Magma Blade. The Magma Whip, I'm unsure, because I actually got that just by doing the Magma Blades. So this guy has a Magma Blade. He can drop it. Yes, it could take forever. I think to get 2 of them, it took me about an hour and a half or so, like 2 years ago when I started playing, when the game came out. So I don't know if some things have changed. I did have a pretty decent amount of arcane though, and I did use some buffs. Alright, now that we went through there, let's take this elevator down and jump out right as you start heading down. Pop these guys, grab that Stonesword Key. I'm gonna hop out that window there. And there is a beetle here, just for us guys. Get us a somber. Awesome. Alright, so to get back up exactly where we were, we're going to go under that bridge there, through the room of candles, kind of sexy, and there's a ladder right here. This will take us right back up to that magma snake. It's actually right after the magma snake. And this is where the magma snake was at. He's over this way. We took the ladder down inside of this room. We got ambushed in here. So whenever you head back, that is where the abductor virgin is, out there outside. And it's like nothing happened. So we're just heading on through. These guys right here, if you're going to farm these guys, I'd consider just take them out real quick. And there's the next Magma Sword guy. I think those are the only two that you can actually get the weapon to drop from. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment. And I'll be sure to pin that comment so anyone can see it. So right out here on this little ledge, this little eagle, whatever it is, gargoyle, I don't even know, snake, there is the Commoner's Headband. Nice fit. And now the snake down here, guys, has a lava whip. This thing is pretty cool. It looks so dumb though, but it is crazy. This is what the magma weapons do, man, the lava weapons. And they stance break like a motherfucker too, that lava on the floor. So let's get him down. And now we're gonna head on inside this temple here. And this room appears a little bit tough. There's a caster up top with a big old ball head. And there is some man-serpents and some zombies. So the zombies are at the middle, you can take them out pretty easily, but it's the serpents that give you kind of a problem. Kind of a tight area here. But we're going to sneak right by them. It'd be nice if we could get up there and get a good crit on him, but you know, that ain't going to work. So take him out, dodge the casts. He's going to get ready to slam his head on you and just kill him before he does. And now we can go bring the frenzied flame to these peaceful villagers here. Hop on down. Grab our Man-Serpent ashes, our summons. And then we can move on to the next area. So to get there, we're going to head up these stairs right outside here. This is not how to get there. Don't take that portal. If you do, that's alright. But don't take that portal. That goes to the boss. We don't want to do that yet at all. We're going to run back up the other set of stairs. Grab this stone sword fog thingy. Run on through. Now real quick guys, I am going to show you, just in case you do die, this is how you can get back from the Temple of Eiglay. You run out of the doorway to the right of the grates. You take this up and you can get right back to that serpent area. So back to where we were. This room is full of cages, so I'm just calling it the hanging cages. You come out, you drop down the wooden plank to the other wooden plank. You run into the doorway and you get met with a snake and you kill him. And I don't know why I have a crossbow equipped right now, but it is what it is. Shit happens. And we're going to finish him with it. And we got a sorcerer dude up top that I took one to the face from. And I did it again. So once he's dead, let's go on through. Here's the cages again. And now we're going to be doing some jumping on the cages. Once we grab this Dagger Talisman. So the enemies down here will ambush you pretty quickly once you get all the way down. This is not the bottom, but once you get all the way down, they're pretty aggressive. It's all those little crawly dudes that if they grab you, you're dead. So do be careful. You can range them from the top if you target lock on them, or you can just be cool and jump on down. Kill all these guys. The frenzied flame prevails. Now if we go southwest, we can grab the Seedbed Curse. need that for a quest line. Not an immediate quest line, but we'll need it later. And then we can head on out through this doorway. And there's our Royal Knight's Resolve. This used to be a good Ash War, I don't know if it is anymore. So after that, continue on through that room, up the stairwell, open the big ass door, and we are back in Volcano Manor. Alright, so now that we opened that up, a little shortcut, we're going to head back to where we were, down the stairs, down some more stairs, back into this big room with all them little crawly dudes underneath all the cages. And we're going to be heading outside. So, give me a minute to find the outside, guys. I'm real bad at looking at the screen. So sorry. So we have that painting there. It's actually a really great painting. I think it's someone from House Murray. Take a little tour here before I find where I'm going. I could have clipped this down, but instead I'm choosing not to. So we go into that dark room back there where our Seedbed Curse was, and we just take a left. That's all we had to do. Now we're going to kill this abductor virgin here. Not let it grab us, of course. Back the fuck up. Blast it. Doesn't do shit to it. Cool, cool. Now I know. I really like this red hood. I think there's actually a hidden benefit to it. I think it increases your HP, but I'm unsure. So maybe check that out. I can't remember what it's actually called, but there's a somber smithing stone. Below us is the big bridge that we had opened up, which acts as a really great shortcut. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop on down. Actually, we could just teleport. So instead of hopping down, let's go ahead and open our map. And I think we're going to just start the bounties off now. So we're going to head back to the Volcano Manor Site of Grace, where Tanith is and all the other NPCs we need. And we're going to start this off. So this is the part where you could probably just stop at if you don't want to get spoiled for two of the bosses that we're going to have to run into eventually. If you want to do these bounties up until that point, you can. You will get the items listed. These are all decent items, but there is no need to right now if you're not interested. So let's open up our inventory. Check out that note that we got from Tanith at the beginning. We got it from the table in the room with all the NPCs. And we're going to go find the marker on the map there, right near the War Master Shack in Limgrave. And all of the bounties have a red marker. They put that red marker on your map for you. So not too hard to find. I think this is the second to furthest one. The furthest one is the one we're going to have to be skipping through Lindell on. The one benefit of going through Lindell right now, though, guys, is you get your fourth and final talisman pouch. You can't avoid it, so that's kind of cool. So now that we're here, let's enter their world and let's fuck them up. Alright, we're heading back to Volcano Manor to continue our mission. We're going to go turn that into Tanith. She's going to give us our first item that she gives us. And we did get our scaled armor from that guy too. So that was a lot of good stuff. There is a Magma Shot sorcery. And now we're going to go back into the NPC room, which is the drawing chamber or whatever they call it. Pick up our new mission. And we're going to talk to Diallos every time we come here. So just make sure you get him out of the way every single time. He has different things to say. And then we're going to go head over to the Bridge of Iniquity, Site of Grace, so that we can get this other bounty. We are going to have to cross that bridge to kind of circle around the cliff, but we'll get to him. So we're getting over this bridge here, taking a hard right, going south, just making our way down. That's all. Jumping into the Spirit Spring here. This guy ain't so idle for being called Rayleigh the Idle. It's gonna give me a pretty hard time, pretty quick with it. Maybe I should put that crossbow back on, huh? He's got the scorpion dagger too. That thing does, what? Is that the scorpion dagger? I don't know. It does rot though, which sucks. Flame cleanse me, please. There we go. Got cleansed from traveling out there. So now let's head back to the manor. There's our vial. And we're going to turn this in. And we'll get the Serpent Blade. The Serpent Blade's pretty cool. Now this next part, I'm going to speed up tremendously. No, I'm not. But it's going to be long though. It's going to be quite a few minutes here. So this is when we need to go to the mountaintops of the giants, the snow area in this game. And we're not going to be doing anything except running. We're not going to fight anything. We're not going to pick anything extra up, which is going to be hard. But we're not going to do it. Okay, so here's our request. And we're going to find Juno Haslow. Does that name sound familiar? We've been talking to his boy this whole time. So now Diallos is not here. Of course. Let's talk to Raya. Make sure you guys do listen to their dialogue. Don't just follow me along. I have it sped up a little bit. This is where we need to go. And if you've been there, great. If you got all this unlocked and you're here just for Volcano Manor, good for you. Go get it. But if you aren't here just for Volcano Manor, you can skip this whole section here and go to the next timestamp. All right. So we have to go through Lindell, which means we have to get the lift of Rold. That is the lift that we take, just like the lift of Dectus. We need one piece though for the lift of Rold, just the whole piece. So we're going to teleport over to the capital ramparts, and we're going to run our ass through it up to the two bosses that we need to fight. And once we fight those two bosses, we can take our way over there to Rold and run all the way up to the dude that we must murder. So here we are at the site of grace, as promised. We're going to run on through. I died at some point, so I got to bring this elevator back up. I don't know how. I probably jumped off somewhere thinking I was going in the right place or something, but boy, it's been a while since I've been here. I haven't been here since a little while after the game first came out, first few months when I was playing. Yeah, I really like this area too. This is a really, really well done city here. It's almost, I mean, it's a legacy dungeon, really. A really fucking big one. So follow my path as much as you can, guys. Feel free to slow it down if you're able to. I have it set to, I think, just a little bit faster than normal, like a few percentage faster than 100%. So keep up with me. We're not making any crazy cuts or anything like that. The only crazy thing we're going to be doing that you really shouldn't get lost on is climbing up that big ass dragon, but that's not too bad. So just run by everyone and keep on the path. Now, this Erdtree gal, just run past her. She'll just barely hit you. And when we rest at this site of grace here, guys, we are going to be talking to Melina. She's going to want to talk to us because we're in the capital. So that's what we're going to do. And since you won't ever get this dialogue again, if you are doing what I'm doing and just continuing this and just running through it, you might as well listen to her. It's nothing special. She's just gonna tell you that you're here and awesome, you're cool. So, ooh, that guy almost shot us. So let's go to the left here. We're gonna run all the way up to this dragon wing, and we're gonna take it on up. It's best to stay to the left. These guys are pretty accurate with their shots. Once we get on here, it's gonna be hard to dodge them, but luckily we went under there and they moved position a bit. That one guy's gaining on me though. It's kind of scaring me. So we go up the wing. We're heading to the west part of the wing, up its arm, to its shoulder, and we're jumping off, barely jumping off, into the this little piece right here. Don't pick up the loot. I almost picked that up too. Oof. All right, head up this ladder. Keep on going. Run past this knight. We're going to be running past the gargoyle. You do not have to fight him. Ouch. And once we get past this big gargoyle, oh, yep, there's a site of grace here. Let's grab that. That guy is real close to fucking me up there. All right, so let's go run past this gargoyle dude, and we're gonna ride our way up the tree roots or the tree branches, whichever they are. They're just branches, and that'll take us to the first boss that we have here, Godfrey. Now, if you don't know who Godfrey is, you will now. Not a terribly hard fight. However, I'm not even going to say it. Alright, so we're getting up here. When you fight this guy, of course, you walk in without a fog gate, so he's just kind of spawn right in front of your shit. I got fucked up right when I walked in, so I had to come back and do it with the fog gate. Gives me time to summon. He just slammed me right as I summoned, like the Godskin did. So get your buffs on, get your summons out. Take this guy down, and then we will head directly to the next boss. get our talisman pouch, so now we have 4 slots. Let's go ahead and find another talisman to put in here. I'm just going to throw one in for right now and then deal with it until I'm not recording. And now this next path, we do have to go up another tree branch. And we will have to fight a Black Knife Assassin before we fight the next boss. So past the Site of Grace, we have this route. And we're going to go up that. And here is the Black Knife. I always miss him when I come through here. Like when I used to come through here, he would just sneak up on me. And for the longest time, I thought that he was just invisible. You know, like they are sometimes. But no, he's just chilling there. You can get a free shot off on him. He almost got me. He almost got me. Alright, let's hit this Site of Grace and on to the bigger boss. Alright, so let's head on up these big ass stairs. And we're going to take on Margot, Godric, Godfrey, whatever the fuck their names are. Margot, the Omen King. Yes, it is him again. As I said, not such a big spoiler. But we're fighting him again with his piss weapons. His weapon's actually pretty sick. His great sword he uses. It's pretty fun in PvP. But we're going to stand far away from him and blast him. Because he does that kind of shit. That's for summons. That's nothing for me. That's meant for the summons, so... We're gonna let that happen. He's gonna get hit on up. He's gonna phase 2 himself. And now he's fucking pissed, right? But he's dead, so that's cool. And we get a crit. Give thanks. Crit spanks, right? We got his rune, we got his remembrance. Now we run up here, we touch this wall up here. And then once we touch it, we'll go back down and sit at the Site of Grace. We are required to sit at the Site of Grace before we can travel anywhere or get out of here. So make sure you do that before you're just left wander around like what the fuck and make a Reddit post about it. You have to sit here. Melina has to talk to you. It's urgent. And she has to give you the rolled medallion, which is the last thing we need to get to where we need to go, aside from running really fucking far. So after she gives you this, you're good to go. You can talk to her again, exhaust her dialogue. I'm going to level up real quick. And then from here on out, guys, just follow where I go. We're going to be going a little bit more through Lindell just to get to the rolled medallion, or the rolled lift of rolled. We're going to take that lift all the way up. We're going to go, we're going to take one lift to get to it, and then we're going to take the lift of rolled, which you have to stand on it and activate just like the Dectus medallion did. And once we get to the mountaintops of the giants, it's a straight shot to where we're going with one turn. And then we fight Juno. So we are going to go back to the Grace here. We're going to make our way past the Erdtree lady that tried to slam on us and hit us. And there's going to be a big door that I have opened already because I went through here to see if I could get to the lift of rolled without killing those 2 bosses, which you sure can't. So just keep following this road all the way down. You'll see big doors. They're closed, so you got to open them. Mine are open right now. We're going to run by all the goddamn, they're not demi-humans, the Misbegotten. And on the side of the wall up there is going to be a lift that you take up, or you take to the lift of Rolled. Alright guys, look, I said I wasn't going to kill anything and that we weren't going to kill anything, but these guys deserve it, so they're going to get it. And they don't drop any guaranteed items, so I don't feel bad killing them and messing up the walkthrough for you guys. You always got to kill knights on horses. You always have to. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the mountaintops of the giants. Now this is super foggy here. Make sure you grab this grace on the left. And we're just going to be running straight through all the fog. It can get a little bit confusing, but as long as you guys are heading about northeast, we're in a good track, right? And we're going to go to the right of this big skull, which is right up here. We're not going to go up to it. We're going to go to the right path, right around it. And there are a bunch of like little militiamen, little enemies all around. There might be a beetle or two that you want to just go hit, but don't do it. Just run all the way through. We'll get to a big set of stairs, grab the Sight of Grace there. There'll be a big gargoyle. Get past him. We don't want his loot yet. We're not there. We're staying true to the walkthrough. Of course, you guys can do whatever you want. But I'm going to stay true to the walkthrough because I'm the one making the goddamn content. I just had to poke that beetle. All right, here we have it, the Grand Lift of Rold. So hop on that plate there, activate it. It'll give you a little cutscene. Hop on up. And now we're actually in the mountaintops of the giants. For real, for real. That was just a teaser. Or I just forgot where we were. So let's grab this map fragment. That's the only thing we're going to get, guys. That's it. That's the only item we're going to pick up here, I promise. We got to see where we're going because it is a little weird through here. It gets a little crazy. With that straight shot. Alright, here's another grace. I think I told you guys it was a straight shot just to get you to do all this. Yura is there. I guess I'll just say that. Don't talk to him yet, though. You know, if you're going to stick with these walkthroughs, just keep it going. Truck it right by him. Fuck these bats. There's going to be a bunch of flame people up here. Fuck them too. This guy, however, the big prelate looking dude, he has a pretty cool whip that you can farm. And I would highly recommend you farm it whenever you get back here. It goes hand in hand with another whip that we're about to get. And the whips in this game, those two whips in particular, damn. Those things melt people. I think they got some pretty decent stance break too, to be honest. Poise break. So we got this guy trying to snipe us, but his aim's off a little bit. His sensitivity's down too far. And we're going to take the path to the right here. And now it's pretty much a straight shot to him. And once we get there, we're going to take him out, grab the Site of Graces on the way, and get the Hoslow's armor set and Hoslow's whip. And then we'll teleport back and get the last item from the last part of the quest. And after we get back there, let's see here, check my notes. After we get back there, we can then go and fight Rykard, the God-Devouring Serpent. Grab his Great Rune, grab his Remembrance, which you can turn in his Remembrance for the Blasphemous Blade. One of the most legendary weapons in the game. Many builds are created around it. It is an unstoppable force in this game. It's a go-to weapon if you need to get something done. All right, so there's his invitation to invade Hoslow, Juno Hoslow, and we're going to accept it. And we're going to kick his ass. We're going to have a good duel. Hoslow always gives a good duel. That's one of the things I love about the rapier weapons is that they're just great dueling weapons. You need a lot of finesse. You just need to take care a little bit more. And that goes even more for the heavy and thrusting weapons like the ones I'm using. As well as the whips. The whips are great. Whips and these are my favorite weapons by far in this game. They did a great service for them. I'm trying right now to get a good angle on when I can use my Ash of War and still get him, but he really knows right when I fucking click that R2 to follow up attack him. He's quick with it. It's fun though. It's a good fight. This is a great fight he gives. Some of y'all just going in there straight bonk. One shot him, I bet. Stance break him and then it's over. And we both got one hit left and we're dead. I got no more potions. Oh, I thought he got me there, but followed it up for the kill, guys. Better than the Bloodhound Blade. What do you think? That was pretty sick. Alright. His armor's going to pop up in his whip, and then we're going to head on back and turn the quest in. Alright guys, now that that is complete, she's going to ask you to see Rykard. And this is an option you have here instead of doing the whole Volcano Manor. You can just do those bounties just to go see him and kill him. But we didn't want to do that, right? Because we wanted to get everything in there first and not give you the opportunity to miss out on all the great things we've gotten today. So now that we are down here, I think let's actually do this, guys. Let's not fight him yet. We have to go back. We have to go back for a quest. And once we kill Rykard, remember, all of the quests are done. All of the quests are gone here, except for one. Patches will still be here, like the fucking NPC is. So let's go talk to Diallos. I don't fucking know his name. Diallos. Exhaust all his dialogue, and then we're going to go find Raya. Alright guys, so for the quest line to kind of pick up here, we're going to have to log out of the game. Like, fully exit the game to your desktop, and then come back in. Resting at Site of Grace does not change this. We are trying to find Raya right now, and Raya changes form into a serpent. So for her to do that, we just have to exit the game, I guess. Completely reset everything. So we're going to go find her in the first room we opened when we came to Volcano Manor. And then we are going to go to Rykard. We're going to let Rykard kill us, because if we don't let him kill us, it won't trigger Tanith's next section of her quest, which you don't even have to talk to her. You just have to come back and find Raya. So we're going to quit out. We quit out of the game. We found Raya here. And then we're going to go talk to Tanith. We're going to go see Rykard, let him kill us, and come back.